Hello. Alright, Lizardman looks like a fresh or close to fresh team. Fresh. 4 skinks, 6 Saurus, 1 Crocs, 2 rerolls. Boy, they have a rough start, don't they? I didn't realise they could only get 2 rerolls and no Apo. That's a bit harsh. But they will probably pound us into the ground. We are down a rat, so at least they can... good news is, maybe you get another skink with that. Can you afford one? Probably. I want to say they're probably 60k. No, you went for the babe. Fair enough. Might be an argument that the skink would be better, honestly. But I mean, it depends, doesn't it? It's one of those age-old questions. If you get the babe, nobody gets knocked out. If you don't get it, everybody gets knocked out. If you do get it, the people that do get knocked out roll a 1 to come back. I mean, it is ever the way. The camera looks a little dark down there. Okay, it is a little dark. Can we brighten that up? Okay, that helps a bit. Okay, sorry, I think it reverted settings. When I had to reconnect it as is usual. Alright, so I'm actually going to keep all the skills on because I was noticing last game I was from a bit of a distance. There's not a huge difference between the Storm Vermin and the Ratties. Of course, Loki's here. He's probably going to knock that light over. Now, the good thing about Journeyman Lion Rats is, of course, that they can go on the front. So what have we got here? You've got Forest BP. You shouldn't be out there. Can't really protect our Storm Vermin as much as I'd like. Unless I put the thrower up front, but the thrower could actually be quite useful. So we'll pop the Storm Vermin out. Pop these guys. Did I go too far? Yeah, I can't go that far. We'll just do this. Sure, this will work. Maybe. Confirm. Okay, so yeah, we do only have 11 players. So assuming that they do some damage, especially that Croxagore, could be a little bit rough, but obviously what they suffer with is a lack of rerolls and Apo, so any skinks we can get out as per usual. Very solid. But our Storm Vermin not leveling up yet. I mean, this guy's Apodemus hasn't even tried. At least Moose is giving it a shot. But yeah, next game we will have that one Line Rat back. I don't remember if he has a skill or not. I don't think he does. And we'll see if we have to replace or if we can get our... Well, we'll definitely be replacing a Gutter Runner. Unless we lose a Storm Vermin. Did we get an extra reroll? Okay, that's solid. Alright, this is how our games generally start. So we're down to 10. I mean, this is actually quite, I would say, lizards versus... Okay, that's great. Well, that's not great, but, you know. I mean, honestly, that wasn't a bad first turn for him all told. But we might be able to get, Yes, we can. Can you actually... No, you can't. And you can't get there without a GFI. You can get all the way to there. I don't really know who to try and blitz here. You'd have to go through this, which is very tricky. You can't really get on there. We do potentially have a blitz. It's kind of hard though. Oh, can you not even get to the ball? Oof. Okay, so we're gonna have to do some dodgy stuff here. I think we might be doing a blitz here. Okay, that's not a bad idea. You should just get in the area, right? We may regret this horribly. Let's try and mark this guy up. I mean, if they get the ball here, we have no kind of... oh dear. Well, we've got a free reroll. We will take it because we don't really need him getting injured yet. Oh, that was 2 GFIs? Did I? Oh, no. I don't know what I missed there. I mean, obviously this, if it fails, it fails. Oh boy. Off to some serious ones. But hey, he didn't injure himself, so we're only down 2. Oh wow, and he's out of rerolls. So that keeps things interesting. Okay, that was okay. Well, fair enough. No protection. I mean, if he'd failed that, we're in. As it is, we're in big trouble. I think that was more dodging than necessarily he had to do as well. So now he cages up. This is tricksy all of a sudden. Well, that's a big help. Yeah, feeling like... not sure how to feel about this, really. Oh, going in for the foul as well. I mean, it sort of worked. Yeah, this is the problem, is that, like... See, Elves versus Skaven, pretty good matchup for Elves, because you can dodge away from all of his players. Skaven versus them, not so good, as it turns out. I think we do this. And then we'll try and do this. Because most of our team doesn't have the... Oh, boy. Most of our team doesn't have the agility to dodge away, and of course the high strength means that we can't block, just like nobody can block against them, really. Let's see. I guess we could do this. I feel like I should have moved somebody before I did it, though. Yeah, I should have done. Okay, I'm not feeling as bad for them anymore. I'm actually feeling like we've perhaps in the end had the worst of the results here. Over the 2 turns anyway. I say that because we've lost 2 guys already. We're down 2 rerolls, they're down 2 rerolls. He managed to pick up the ball and dodge away, which, I mean, is you know, relatively doable, but yeah. The reason I didn't move more guys before that is because I wanted to stuff some gut runners in there as well, but I should have seen that result coming. Oh boy, that's another bad. Okay, okay. Now that's really evened things back up a bit. We've even got some gut runner SPP. Now things are interesting because we have a shot on the ball here. I'd really like to be taking it with... Oh, you can't do anything here. I'd really like to be taking it with this guy. Or even this guy, but I can't get an assist here. So it's going to have to be my thrower, I think. Let's move you over to here. Oh, there's a skink there. I mean, oh boy, I don't even know what to think about this. Not what we wanted, but not bad enough to re-roll, unfortunately. I just don't know what to do here. Probably have to do that. Do I go for the 2 dice against? I don't think I do. These blocks, if they go bad for them, at least we don't, like, get hurt as well. Well, this has been a chaotic match so far, hasn't it? It's had a bit of everything already, and we're only in turn 4. That was his blitz there. Oh my. I mean, it just keeps getting more and more ridiculous. Okay, so... I think we might be able to get a 3 dice on this guy. Well, it didn't really help. But that's okay, because we can now get a 2 dice with block. Aha, it worked. Where do we dare push? You're our big hand guy. I guess this way. This guy's got less of a chance catching it than this guy does. Okay, that's a nice place. So I know that he can, like, hit us and get over there, but... Let's try this. And then let's do this. Okay. Because that gives us this 1 die. Which is very nice. Just realised I haven't blitzed, and that would have been a good place to do it. Well, it didn't really help anything. But it does mean that we can reposition around to here. Oh, which gives us another hit on the skink. I didn't even think of that. It probably looked like I did think of that, but I really didn't. Okay, and we'll leave it at that. This is the wackiest first half I've had in a while, and not well played by us, to be honest. That's nice, because he's now blocked off from getting at us. At least the skinks can come after us. Okay, he's not afraid to have a bit of a dodge with his skinks, apparently. Unfortunately, it hasn't negatively impacted them yet. So I think what we do is we come over here. We try this. That's not GFI, is that? I don't think it was. Boy, it's another dub skull though. I guess we'll do this. We got this. Got a 2 dice with block. What could go wrong? I guess that. We'll leave him attached to him. Let's attempt this one, see if this goes any better. Oh, hey! We can knock people over. We'll actually stay here because we lock up this skink. And now for the inevitable doom. Oh, excellent. We'll follow on that as well. Apparently we won't. I hit stay. Okay. Not my best played game of the season. But you know what? We have the ball currently, but he can move this guy up. He can potentially get a 2 dicer on us. Well, yeah, because we're strength 2, so. And if he gets it free, that's our own fault for not following up properly, although I did try. Okay, I mean it was semi-unlikely that he didn't. No follow there, which is interesting. Okay, Lelut. And we're drawing this out because we're not getting too many blocks against us here. If we go in and score, we have to face another round of... don't know if he meant to do that. That doesn't matter, it's fine. Okay, he's now moving more of his team up. We may have to score with a turn or 2 left. We'll kind of see how this pans out. Oh, is he gonna... he wouldn't... is he gonna... he is gonna foul. Okay. Just about past the dodge. Okay. So I think we're gonna be slightly sensible here. And we're going to do this. That's fine. And then we're going to do... this. This is called the old reversey. At least that's what we're calling it today. Oh! Apparently it decided I needed to go ahead and score. Well, yeah, maybe that's my own fault. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. You can tell I'm not quite in my right headspace here. Did it need to make us do that? Or did I just not I just don't think I paid attention. I don't know if it decided to path us that way and I just went with it, or if I pathed through there not even thinking, which is quite likely. If that's the case, I feel very silly. If it decided to path us through there, I feel a bit hard done by. But at the same time, like, if I was paying attention, you know. So we've given him 2 turns to score now, unfortunately. Not my best work. Not my best work. We've given him 2 turns to score and to crush our players here, where we could have probably just given him a blitz a turn, maybe. He would have connected harder the next turn, so we might have had to score next turn anyway. But we could have at least given him only turn 8 scoring, which is a lot harder. Oh dear. Well, if we win this, it's not for not for wanting to try and lose it. Okay, rain kind of works for us. We've got either a 4+ with a reroll or a 3+. He's now picking up on 4+ and handing off on 4+, right? Yeah. I know I keep saying this, but what a crazy half. Just making sure everything's going okay on the stream. Looks like it is. I'm not sure what the hold-up is here. Get some cinematic views while we're waiting. I mean, there's a chance he's typing stuff to us. But I think the time to do that is on your opponent's turn, really. Because it's not just that he's in this game, like, he's in a good position in this game. I mean, rerolls aside. This is an interesting view to play from. This is what it's like to actually be the rats facing up against this team, and it's quite petrifying. Ah, he got the pickup, that's real bad. Although it's going to be a whole lot less bad if he doesn't move any skinks around our formation. Which he's not, so okay. This is a bit awkward though. I only have a 1 dice here, but I would kind of like to take it. Okay, that is just fine. Because now we can stay. We can do this. Which is fine. And we can come around and hit this guy off. Let's actually do this so that we don't leave him in contact. Knocked him over anyway. Should I put this guy up in case of a... Yeah, let's put a threat in. Might mean that he goes after this guy and fells him with his whole team, but no. Oh, that's pretty sweet. I was going to say, don't stop there, because we've got a nice route in there. Okay, we don't really have a good route to hit this guy. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hit this guy. No point in kind of killing one of our gutter runners if we don't have to. Oh, these skinks are hardy little fellows. I can get a 2 dice here. We may as well take these shots because you never know when you're going to get one of these magical Saurus injuries, which are oh so valuable. Not going to try any fouling though, we're behind on players so we can't afford to do stuff like that. Alright. Not much doing, but you got to go through the motions just in case. So I think, as of right now, my plan is to score when possible. Because that would put us 2 up, right? Nicely, he's left the sides open, which means we can pop people out there. We'll actually probably pop this guy in the middle, unfortunately for him. Pop this storm vermin on the outside. Oh, this guy ignores rain as well, right? Oh, that is nice. Now, is that to catch or just to... I think it's just to pick up. Pick up. Is there an argument? I think there is. There's an argument to get him grabbing the ball here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Okay. Yeah, I think that's our plan. I think high team value paying off. Oh, okay. That's nice. So, can we get this on... Do we dare pop this on a storm vermin? Yes. Of course, I put it on the one I wanted to use to blitz, so that's sensible. We don't really have anybody up close by, though. So I don't know how sensible this is going to turn out to be. Well, you can get all the way there? It's crazy. Gotta love these guys. Okay, you can be our back marker. I guess you have to come through though and go here. We're going to blitz this guy. Let's put our back marker in there, though. In case this goes wrong. That sort of went wrong. In fairness, we're giving away a block on our somewhat flimsy gutter runner now. Yeah, I'm not liking this as much as I was. But, you know. We've done it now, haven't we? Let's actually move you around here. If he falls over, he falls over. He falls over. Pebble. You know, I don't think we're even in scoring range. Well, we're probably in scoring range of GFIs. I think this is another example of me not playing sensibly. Because he should be able to block this off horribly here. I don't think I was thinking about just how deep set the rest of our team was. Mighty Blow hasn't done anything yet. In fact, the Croxagore, as of yet, has not been amazing. Okay, he's really going for stuff. But GFI, apparently it's snowing, because GFIs are hard to do this game. Okay, good news is our Russell is here. Oh, let's actually connect here. We do get the free hit on the skink. It goes about as we expected. Okay. So yeah, I could see what he's trying to do. He's trying to like pen us in really hard, which I get. But with only the 2 rerolls, it's very tough. Oof. I kind of wonder if he's chatting at us here. Like in these moments where nothing's happening. Guess we can fight. It won't show us like previous chat, but I guess we can see if that's what's happening. Because it's a long time to just not move. I mean, so if I was going to analyze what's been going on, Um, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, it's not going to be a 3 dice whatever I do, because this is a gutter runner. There we go. Give him what for. Let's go in. I don't think there's any real point in hanging around here. If he's away from keyboard, like if he's just like, which is honestly the worst thing to do, unless something serious has come up, obviously. But yeah, if he's away from keyboard, it doesn't really matter what we do, and we may as well score. And then if he's just gonna not be there, it's gonna be slow, but we can go grab the ball, we can score again. I mean, we may as well make the most of it, if that's what's actually happening. But there's just no need. You can, I mean, if you're gonna like end a game, because you've given up on it, which I do understand, I fully understand. The nicest thing to do is to just say, I'm quitting out of the game, so I'm going to do end turns quickly. The second nicest thing to do is just concede, which I know you don't want to do because it goes against your concedes. And then the worst thing to do is kind of slow play it like this, because we have to wait for a long time. I suppose that even worse than this is the purposeful disconnecting and reconnecting to make it last an extra 30 minutes, but that's actually more work for you as well. So, and we haven't done anything, I wouldn't say we've done anything in this game to warrant somebody feeling aggressive towards us. We've played the game as it's come to us. We haven't been super aggressive, we haven't been, you know, I don't know. So I don't feel like we've warranted being left like this. I know they actually do encourage you to report people who are away from keyboard, because, you know, and don't just concede or end turn, because obviously it's sort of considered, you know, unsportsmanlike. But hey, you know what? I guess this is, it will be what it will be. This will be a good opportunity to see if anything, you know, if he comes back, or... If not, I guess we just try and score with Harvest. That'll be the plan, but we'll see. We've got 5 rerolls. We've got a reroll for every turn. And I would say the game has been a bit harsh for them, but I would also argue that perhaps they've sort of increased that, because obviously they actually got off to a really good start, knocking 2 of our guys out. And it was just, you know, there was obviously a carelessness about their style of play, the way they picked the ball up in the beginning there. So I can't say it's all been the game's fault, and we've certainly had our fair share of double skulls and failed GFIs and such. So we burnt through our rerolls reasonably fast as well. So I would say that they've had a rough time of it, but I would say that they, at half time, it was 1-0. They could have gone for a touchdown, which they didn't. They just stalled back here and waited. And then they also could have come out at half time and gone on to potentially win. just knock my guys down. Eventually you're going to start getting more injuries. You know, I mean, it was there for the taking. I'm not sure why the abandonment. I mean, sure, we would have tried to stop him from taking it, but the potential was there to go on and win. Or at the very least tie. Alright, so 30 seconds, and then we will start moving. Apologies for the wait. I suppose if you're watching and you want to kind of see what happens, but you don't want to go through this painful wait, stick it on 1.5 speed or something. If I talk very slowly, it'll probably come out normal as well, but I'm not going to do that. Alright, so we'll get Harvest up here. We'll send the other guys around as well, just in case. Never know when your opponent's going to suddenly decide, actually, you know what, I am going to play. I'd like to get a 3 dice on the skink. Getting some more SPP out of injuries would be pretty nice. So we'll drop this guy in here if we can. And then we'll come in for the 3 dice. We've got 5 rerolls, so there's really no reason not to try this. Okay, no dice this time. Just in case he comes back, we'll block this guy in to kind of block him off. And here we have another 2 minutes to go through. I wonder what they're doing. Because I'm assuming they've walked away from this. They've probably walked away from this and they've gone to make a drink, or I don't know. But this is certainly the not cool way to concede out of a game. Conceding is always annoying when it happens, but you kind of understand it for the most part. Although I often think that people do it too early, but I do get it. This is just somebody being mad at the game and taking it out on their opponent who they don't know. So, but whilst we wait, I guess we can talk about what we might do with the team if it, you know, holds in there injury-wise. Our thrower, I usually give the thrower block for his own safety and just because it's always nice to have other blockers, and you know, maybe I would get him accuracy next, but not guaranteed. I often don't go for the passing skills because half the time all you need to do is hand off anyway. The only time you generally want to pass is if something's going wrong. With our line rats, we will probably level 1 or maybe 2 more up with block and then get a dirty player for the threat of that. Storm Vermin are going to be tough choices because they're basically the ones that get all the skills. So what we're probably going to do is the classic, one of them get guard and then maybe mighty blow, the other one get tackle, mighty blow, okay, just in case we don't pick it up, we'll go stand next to this guy and we'll give him what, 4? I mean, this guy's given up on his team here. Alright, gave him what, 4? Just pop him in the hole here. Oh, camera's died, hasn't it? Man, these skinks are so resilient. I guess you should go stand next to a skink, eh? And then we're going to try and take this in, ultimately. I suppose you could argue that this is in some ways better than a concede for us, because we can choose where we put that extra SPP. And being Skaven, we should If he doesn't come back, we have the opportunity to score for a 4th time as well. So Harvest is probably done for the game. But yeah, that's pretty much how I plan to level up the team. Who would we want to score, assuming we get the chance? Probably our other Storm Vermin, but it's going to be harder. So probably Apodemus. I'm kind of wondering if I should have put my Gutters on the front line and dodged them away now. Oh well. Because it would actually be nice to hit some skinks with Pebble on the chance that he gets some stuff. But yeah, Golden's in a good place. He doesn't necessarily need to level up again yet. Forest, you know, once you got Blodge on your Gutter Runners, they are good. They're just... Oof, pulling on my headphones, Loki. They're just maybe not completely complete. Oh, I need to put the camera back in. Hang on. Hopefully that should be clicking back in any second now. Maybe. I don't see it. Okay, yeah, it's there. But yeah, obviously it's nice to level up your Gutters even more. It'd be nice to get some sidestep and all that kind of thing, but it's not, you know, as essential. You basically want them protected first and foremost. They're protected and they can also throw a block where need be. You could argue that we could try and get Yellowneck a bit closer to leveling up, but honestly, he will probably level up reasonably fast through, you know, vanity passes, and he's going to be our ball, like, he's going to pick up the ball most of the time, and sure, he'll hand it off to Gutter Runners a lot, but sometimes he will just hold on to it the whole time. Okay, the extra rerolls is getting a bit silly now. We now have 6 to use on 3 Terrans. Should I report him for this? I feel like I probably should, because he's gonna, you know, potentially keep doing this. I guess I could let him know. What would you call this? Because even if I don't report him, if he does this regularly, somebody's going to. Because obviously now the game has been going... Where are we now? Well, it hasn't been going that... hasn't actually been going that long, because we played through the first half pretty quick. But obviously this half is going to slow down a lot. I'm trying to take my turns as fast as possible because there's no jeopardy on them. Okay, Apodemus is on the right side to try and pick up that ball, so that's good. It's going to be a GFI to get the blitz in. Unless I just do well, I kind of like to get the blitz in with him. I suppose we could do it with... Let's do it with Epidemus, actually. That makes a lot more sense. Because he can't get to the ball this turn anyway. Oh. Oh, I didn't see that skank. Oh well. We'll re-roll it. As expected. You know what? We could go pick that up on a 2+ just for fun. Nice. Just in case he decides to wake up and come after us. Okay. We got that in under 30 seconds, that's not too bad. There's no way to make the transition to this guy any easier, so... we'll just do a handoff. We got 2 turns to try and roll the 4+ with a re-roll, in theory. So it's definitely doable. It seems he's not quite in scoring range, so we actually have to move, so we'll probably not block with him. Yeah, I don't think I will report him. We'll hope this is a one-off. I mean, I've seen it done where people will kind of do this for a little while during the game, and then actually come back, which in some ways is even worse because it's kind of like then it's sort of a psychological move where you're like, yeah, this person must have given up, but then they haven't, and that can be kind of not super cool. Because, you know, obviously you're just trying to play as fast as you can to get the game over, but then when you play fast, you leave stuff open because you're like, well, I don't need to worry. Like, for instance, I mean, obviously, as of right now, if he suddenly came back, this guy can come in and blitz us. So I've seen people do it as that kind of maneuver as well. They kind of leave their team in place and then lure you into that trap, which is why I usually keep playing at least semi-seriously and make all my blocks and whatnot. Because you never know when they're pulling that one. Alright, so we'll move you here. That gives us the 2 dice here. Solid. There we go. Breaking that armor, just a KO. Then we do this one. Not so great. Follow that. Then we'll do this. We'll get the 3 dicer, and then we'll do the handoff. We should get this on 4 attempts. Alrighty, we did it. So, let's see. Unfortunately, we will have to suffer through one more turn at the end as well. But yeah, this will make it, regardless of what happens now outside of server glitches, this will make this team 4-0-0, which is our best start by far. Quite exciting. Now, obviously, we're still playing too slow. Like, I think I looked on like day 1 or 2, and somebody was already on like 15 games. So we're not trying to compete for any titles, but you know, we are gonna, you know, try and do ourselves proud at least. But yeah, anyway, just to fill in the time, I view this as a pretty, I don't know what the stats are on it, but I view this as a pretty even matchup usually, because you can't get your lineman away from the Saurus. It's probably even more of an even matchup if, you know, the fewer gutter runners you bring. We only had 3, but the more gutter runners, the more dodge and high agility you have, so the more you can kind of get away from these guys. But even with the 3, it was nice, but obviously these guys probably would have been toast by the end of the game, one way or the other. It's hard to take these guys down, they've been very resilient. And we haven't managed to injure a single skink. What did we actually do to this guy? Oh, we armor broke him. Okay, yeah, that's pretty sucky. Very nice. Whew. Yeah, they've done all right for armor breaks. So sadly, he's not going to level up, but you know, anything you can get on him. I think he's within an injury roll of leveling up now, so just in case he comes back and decides to hit us. You know what, if he does that, that's just not cool. We're going to stay up here. I don't know what's going on with my formation here. So let's see. Okay, he's not within an injury. He didn't have any, that's right. But he is, he's a lot closer than he was. Now if he gets MVP, he levels up. I have a horrible feeling that Golden's just going to keep stealing all the MVPs. Usually there's one player on the team that just keeps stealing it. I suppose better him than a line rat. But yeah, I felt from the way he was playing early on that we probably, even with the injuries, had a decent chance of doing okay in the game. It was a bit reckless, and that's always, unfortunately, especially with 2 rerolls and no block in your team, risky. But yeah. We'll take what we got. Just 30 more seconds till we can get to the end screen. I guess it's actually not been that long a game in the end, right? Because we've played through our turns. Yeah, we actually got through it real quick, considering that he has not been present. So it's all good. It would have been much worse if it had been earlier in the game. It's one of the nice advantages as well. Like, I know the 2-minute turn timer can be a bit aggressive on your thinking sometimes. Oh no, we still have to wait again. I forgot that was just a setup. Oh, now he's got... He doesn't get 2 minutes to do this, does he? No. Oh, I think he does. Okay. Um. Anywho, what I was going to say was, I know the 2 minutes can be a bit harsh on getting things done sometimes, but it's invaluable in terms of getting through the game. In the casual ladder, that used to just be infinite. It didn't used to stop every season, so you could get teams with crazy big records, which you can now. They just have to keep rejoining. But anyway, back in the day, that was a 4-minute timer. So if somebody did this to you then, it was incredibly painful. 2 minutes is bearable, although I really didn't need this quick snap. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the kettle on real quick and I'll be right back. Feel free to forward wind it a minute and a half or more. The nice thing for me is that it's raining in the game, so I can enjoy the... I love rain, so I will take that. Okay, his eyes are just right on the side. Just checking he actually had eyes. So now for actual turn 16. I was kind of hoping for a blitz. That's why I left everybody up front. Because we could have got an extra SBP on somebody. I guess we'll have a quick look at our play as well. Whilst we're waiting. There's very little else to do. I went for as our team is based on just basically mice and rats, naming wise, I gave him a little mousy logo, or maybe a ratty logo, and went for as brown, as blendy in a uniform as possible. That's why we're playing in brown. I thought about picking something more brightly coloured, but this just makes them look the most like their natural selves as I can. Sorry if Loki's back is getting in the way. It probably is not too bad, actually. He rarely manages to get in camera. He must be close to in the camera shot right now. Maybe his ear's poking up, I can't tell. Oh yeah, I see now. He doesn't normally get lit up when he does this, so... There's the back of his head. Not the best view ever. Alright, 20 seconds to go. And then we can pick some skills. I was going to say I should switch my camera back, but you have to change it every time you play anyway, I think. Actually, I think it does. Maybe it just starts on Blood Bowl 1, that's why I never have to change it. And there we have it. Well, what can you say? That took a while, eh? Okay, that's excellent, because we can now replace our gutter no problem and have a little bit of cash left over. Lela, you didn't really have a lot to do. Oh, what did I tell you? Golden stole the MVP. So it just seems to happen that way. But hey, you know what? It's probably not a bad thing, because it means he can get whatever the next useful skill is. If we don't roll a double... I'm going to have to think about that. Because you could argue for sure hands, you could argue for leap, if we want to get really crazy. Yeah, there's some arguments for some interesting skills. So, harvest. Now, do we make harvest our Russell gutter? Tricky. I don't think we do. I think we make whoever the new one is our Russell one, because we do have a Russell guy on the team. So he's just going to be a blocker. Now if our new guy, let's get rid of Kangaroo. Sorry, Kangaroo. Didn't really get to see you shine as much as we were hoping. But yeah, if our new guy gets speed, then that could get... Or if he gets a stat up in general. No, if he gets strength, Wrestler is still excellent. So Moose also leveled up. Now, is this... oh boy. I mean, we have to take the strength. That's very useful. So he then becomes our blitzer. So our other guy is going to get guard first. And we probably, honestly, get tackle next. Much as I would love to get, you know, you could have argued for claw there as well. But I think we're going to go strength, because I think although claw is great, strength helps against like every team, right? Claw will just help us damage them more against, you know, certain teams. But we could honestly get a claw lineman, and it wouldn't be the worst, because then you can run in against like arm value 9 guys and just try and use claw rather than the mighty blow gutter runner. So yeah, we're gonna go with that and see how it goes. He'll probably get targeted more as well, so he may not survive, but I still think it's a solid choice. And I think we should have 12 players for next game, because we can get our 4th gutter runner and our 13th line rat, who will be the 12th for next game, because I think it's going to be 80 and then 50. So yeah, we'll have 10k left. 4 wins, going well. Average score of 3 is not common for me. My average score is normally 1 with like every team. We've scored a lot, that's for sure. That said, oh, we didn't concede in the end. It was these guys that conceded, right? Yeah. Alright, well, I've natted on long enough. Sorry for that somewhat unexciting second half, but that was not by choice. I will see you for the next one, and we'll see how that strength 4 gutter works out. I mean, Storm Vermin, hopefully he'll be really helpful, because obviously now his blitz ability is greatly enhanced. I think we will get him tackle next, unless claw presents itself, in which case I think we have to get claw. Alright, see you next time. Bye for now.